Right, business owners, I want to talk to you for just a second. I'm about to release a video and I'm going to talk to you about this. I'm going to show you today how salespeople are selling wrong in your business, how to fix it. And I'm going to show you how to save over £6,000 in sales training costs that you don't end up paying, but you actually get it back. And I want to show you how to do it. So let me talk to you through how this is going to work. Now, why am I going to be doing this at the moment? Well, simply put, I talk to around about 30 people on a daily basis, whether just on email or whether that is actually on the phone. And a lot of people just make small mistakes which they can really adapt to and change so simply. And this is what I want to make sure that we're doing. So rather than me charging money to help you, get you on the small things right, make sure that you're getting the basics really at the position where you're getting the absolute best of it. So let's jump straight into it. Let's jump on the board and let's show you exactly what I am talking about. So what I want us to really make sure that we're doing is working out how these things can happen, how to avoid them, but most importantly, how you can actually maximize when these mistakes have happened in the past. So why do you want to follow me on this? Well, quite simply, this is something which I fell into this trap a huge amount of times. And the main reason being was I was too focused on either A, rushing into the sale to close the deal, whether that's because you needed the money, which most people have been there at some point, or you've got a target and you're behind on. And it becomes so much more about you than it does about the person who's buying the product or the service. And then they can feel that and it just comes out all completely wrong. They feel pressured, they feel rushed, which is not where you want to be. So my name's David Angel and I present the Sales Network. The Sales Network is an interactive platform that gives you the tools that you'll need. So this gives you over 25 hours worth of individual videos that are interactive that you utilize to give you the best results. And the whole idea about this is to give you a few free pointers because I know how hard it is to know who to trust and who to believe in and who to lean on. With all the gurus that are out there, it's really hard to know who's going to be the people to look after you. So I'm going to give you some of these help. I'm going to get you in there and then hopefully we'll see you in the network with all the other people and showing you how to make the top tier, that real top percent of 1% of sales. If you're not even in sales just yet, or you've got a business and you're trying to improve them, I've got everything covered here for you on that as well. So what we want to make sure is that you're getting the right knowledge, but also you know how to actually action on the right knowledge. Because it doesn't matter how much you know, it's about what you actually are actioning on. That's where the results will come from. You can have all the best info out there. You can be the smartest person in the room, but it doesn't mean you're going to sell the best out of it. Just because your product knowledge is far superior to somebody else's doesn't mean that'll make a difference. Just because you want it more than someone else doesn't mean that you're going to do the right thing. A lot of people always say that if you stay on it long enough that you'll get the deals. Yes, that can happen. But isn't it better to know how to use each and every point to give you the very results you need? So there'll be two sides to this. There'll be some people in there that you'll be a salesperson, whether that's in a company or even a standalone. I've got you covered on this side. If you're a business owner or a sales manager and you're managing a team, I'm working with quite a lot of companies at the moment which are doing really, really well, but have just got to the stage where they find it hard to manage and track each person's performance. If you're doing big sales meetings, it can prove really, really difficult to give unique training to each person and also to track that on a daily basis to see the progress. So we've got some bits in there as well. Now, why do I do this? Well, I'm someone who had it all and then lost it all, but not from sales. I lost it all from the crazy lifestyle that I was living, and I lost track of the clear foundations. Now, as I rebuild everything back through, I'm taking people on that journey with me, and I found my passion. Now, I really vibe on helping people. Now, it sounds corny, and believe me, I've said it thousands of times, and it still feels corny to me. but it's true. I enjoy taking people and helping them, whether you're just starting out in sales or whether you're at a stage where you're absolutely flying already. Small tweaks can really make a big difference. And for a lot of people, when you're looking at these tweaks, a lot of salespeople automatically think, oh, I'm doing it right. I'm not saying you're not, but we know there's tweaks in there that we can do that can make a massive difference. Imagine if you could just improve your conversion by doing a few small steps by 15-20%. Imagine if you can get your closing ratio to be improved by making some small steps. What about sometimes when you're overselling, we could do less and actually get more? So what else should we be doing? Well, why would you want to do this? Straight up, to get more money, because that's what it's all about. As a salesperson or as a business owner, you want to generate income, you want to generate commission. So first and foremost for this. Secondly, if you're doing the job anyway, you might as well do the small tweaks that you need to do to get the best out of it. So you are in the business side of it. So this is either you are a sales manager that is someone who is either running a team or it's your own business and you've got your own team. Now, one of the key factors that I find every single time is you know your salespeople. You've got the shining stars, you've got the mediocre people, and then you've got your newbies. You've got these people in there which are actually being influenced by the other people in there, sometimes for good and sometimes for bad. So then you walk up and you're doing your sales meeting, or you've got someone who's doing them for you. One, they only have a certain amount of content they can go through. So the meetings become, if not flat, repetitive. Now, repetition is good, but for your meetings, you want there to be difference. You want to have a meeting and then you want your training. This is what I propose. Now imagine this for a moment. These are your salespeople. Now, each one of these have different needs, different requirements. If you're doing your sales meeting with these guys, you want it to be about the office. But for their training, each one of these has a different need and a different requirement. Now, if you're teaching new stuff, you're going to lose the senior ones or the ones who need closing's attention. Now, they're not even learning anything. So say if you've just got just 3 people and you're doing half an hour a day, each one of those people, you're losing half an hour a day. So if it's only for new people training that you're doing, this is 1.5 hours every day that you are missing out on. Every day. Work that over 5 days a week. That's 7.5 hours. Per week. 7.5 hours per week. Every single week of every single year. Now, imagine if for a moment you could have each one of these people being trained independently every single day. Not only would each one of these people be getting the training that they need, but it will also end up being that each person is happier, they're enjoying the job, they feel like they're progressing. They are also going to be making more money. Now, the easiest way to do that is simply this. Each part of the sales network, so the platform which I'll show you, has individual user logins. So as a master user, you can log on and see how many hours each person has done, how often they're logging in, what they're completing, what they're working on, what they're not working on, all on one screen. So whilst this is going on, before your meeting, before you even walk in the door, you can have looked on your phone and seen that this person is hitting above target. This person is not on target, but they are doing the effort, but they are not doing enough prospecting. And they failed the questions, because these are all interactive, straight away. Next up, the senior guy isn't putting in the time. So we need to motivate this person into getting into it. So next up, we've got the person who's got the knowledge. Now this is the issue. They have the knowledge. They're not actioning on the knowledge, but they are also not putting in enough time on the relevant subjects. So actually, they need to be doing more action-based tasks for closing, objection handling. So you then can quite simply talk to this person and actually say, right, we need you to get you doing that. And then you know next time you come in the meeting, that's what you check. This person out there who needs to be doing, who needs more closing, can just literally go straight in and specifically work on this. So not only are you gaining 7.5 hours a week, you are actually effectively training. If you did half an hour a day, that's effective training for 2.5 hours every single day for your sales team. Work out how much time your guys need, or your girls need, to make a sale. How many calls do they make? How many faces or hands do they have to shake? Don't shake faces. But how many faces do they have to see? How many hands do they have to shake to make a sale? We've just found 2.5 hours every single day, and we've also made each person more effective, more able, more interested, more money, and feeling more worthwhile for all of this. Now this is all done, and it's consistent. And it gives you repetitive training that they can use on a daily basis. It also means when you have a new starter come in, before they even walked into your door, you set them up as a new user, and this person can already be going through these before they've even come into your door. You can give them your pitch or your script, that's great. But sales techniques, you can be great. We're gonna set you up with this user before you come in. We need to have seen on the screen but you've done 4 hours worth of training, whatever it might be. This will show you straight away the commitment. It makes people accountable. Now, I also know that this sounds expensive. Work out what your deals are. What I want to do is show you a live demo on how this will work. This won't cost you a call, it's a free mentor call. This straight away is how you as a business owner or a sales manager can change what you're doing. All you have to do is come out of this video and you click the link below, book in a Calendly meeting with me. It'll be me, I will talk to you and I will show you specifically what we are doing and when. I hope that helped, and I still hope to speak to you hopefully today.